Welcome back to the Tipping Point Files channel. It's a night like any other until suddenly everything changes. The lights flicker, then die, plunging your home into total darkness. Outside, the wind howls as snow begins to fall, thick and relentless. You check your phone, but the battery is dangerously low and there's no signal. The temperature inside the house drops quickly, and you realize with a jolt you have no way to make a fire. The familiar warmth of your home is replaced by a creeping chill that seeps right into your bones. Panic threatens to take over as you scramble for blankets, searching for any source of heat. The line between comfort and crisis has just vanished, and survival is now your only focus. In this moment, every single decision matters. What you do in this first hour could decide your fate for the next week. The coldest night has begun, and you're on your own. In today's world, the idea of a sudden, prolonged blackout feels almost unthinkable until it happens. But the truth is, power grids everywhere are more vulnerable than ever before. Cyber attacks on critical infrastructure are on the rise, with hackers targeting energy systems in ways that can cripple entire regions. At the same time, extreme weather events, blizzards, ice storms, and scorching heat waves are becoming more frequent and severe, pushing aging grids to their breaking point. Add in global instability, supply chain disruptions, and political tensions, and the risk multiplies. Many people still believe it can't happen here, but recent blackouts in major cities around the world prove otherwise. No place is immune. The comfort of constant electricity is an illusion, and the systems we rely on are far more fragile than we think. The world is closer to a cold crisis than most people realize. When the grid fails, it doesn't just mean inconvenience, it can mean life or death, especially when the temperature drops and the lights go out for good. The question isn't if it will happen, but when. When the temperature plummets and the power is out, your body becomes a battleground against the cold. To survive, you need to understand how heat escapes. The first way is conduction. When your body touches something cold, like a tile floor or a metal surface, heat flows directly out of you and into that object. Next is convection. Cold air moving across your skin pulls warmth away, which is why drafts and open spaces feel so incredibly chilling. Radiation is another culprit. Your body constantly emits heat, especially from your head and hands, into the surrounding air. And finally, there's evaporation. When you sweat or even breathe, moisture leaves your body, taking precious heat with it. Many so-called life hacks for staying warm can actually make things much worse. For example, burning candles in a sealed room can lead to dangerous carbon monoxide buildup. Piling on too many layers without proper ventilation can cause you to sweat, which speeds up heat loss through evaporation. And some myths, like using alcohol to feel warm, are just plain dangerous and ineffective. Understanding how you lose heat is your first and most important weapon against the cold. The more you know about how your body works, the better you can defend yourself and make smart choices when every single degree counts. When the cold sets in and the power is out, your first mission is to stop that heat from escaping. Start by choosing the smallest, most interior room in your home, ideally one without windows, like a bathroom or a walk-in closet. The less space you have to heat, the easier it is to stay warm. Block drafts by rolling up towels or clothes and stuffing them under doors and around window frames. Hang blankets, shower curtains, or even large trash bags over windows to add an extra layer of insulation. If you have bubble wrap or cardboard, tape it directly to the glass to trap even more heat. Next, focus on creating microclimates. Set up a small tent or build a fort with chairs and blankets inside your chosen room. The smaller the space, the more your own body heat will warm it up. If you have pets, bring them in with you. Every warm body helps. Lay down rugs, mats, or even spare clothes on the floor to prevent heat loss through conduction into the cold ground. And remember to wear multiple layers, but try to avoid sweating because moisture will make you colder. Your best shelter might just be the smallest room in your house. By sealing off one area and using what you have, you can create a fortress against the cold. Every layer, every barrier, and every smart choice adds up, turning a crisis into a challenge you can actually survive. When the temperature drops, what you wear and how you act can mean the difference between comfort and crisis. Start with layers. Several thin garments trap heat much better than one thick one. Begin with a moisture-wicking base layer to keep sweat off your skin. Add insulating layers like fleece or wool, and then finish with a windproof outer shell. Don't forget hats, gloves, and thick socks. Most of your body heat escapes from your head, hands, and feet. And if your clothes get wet for any reason, change them immediately. Damp fabric is a fast track to losing heat. Use your own body heat to your advantage. Huddle together with family members or pets and share blankets to create pockets of warmth. It's also important to move around regularly to keep your blood flowing, but avoid sweating. Overexertion can make you colder once you stop moving. Simple exercises like stretching or walking in place are more than enough. But your mindset is just as important as the materials you have. Stay calm and focused. Panic wastes energy and clouds your judgment. Watch for the early signs of hypothermia, uncontrollable shivering, slurred speech, confusion, and a loss of coordination. If you notice these symptoms in yourself or someone else, act fast, add layers, drink warm fluids if you have them, and get help if you can. Survival is as much about your mindset as it is about your gear. With the right attitude and smart choices, you can outlast even the coldest night. When the power is out and the cold sets in, water and food become just as critical as warmth. To keep your water from freezing, store bottles close to your body or in the warmest part of your shelter. If you have a thermos, now is the time to use it. A crucial tip: avoid eating snow to hydrate. It lowers your core body temperature and forces your body to use precious energy to melt it. If you have no other choice, melt it first. When it comes to food, choose things that are high in calories and easy to digest, like nuts, peanut butter, chocolate, or energy bars. These foods help your body generate heat from the inside out. Warm drinks, if you can safely make them, are even better. Be extremely cautious with improvised heating. Never, ever use outdoor grills, camp stoves, or gas ovens indoors. These can quickly fill your shelter with deadly carbon monoxide. Even candles and small lanterns should be used sparingly and with good ventilation. Staying warm is about more than just temperature. It's about a series of smart survival choices. Every decision, from what you eat to how you create heat, can make the difference between safety and danger in a freezing crisis. In a freezing blackout, knowing when to stay put and when to seek help can save your life. If your shelter is safe and you have enough supplies, it's usually best to wait for conditions to improve or for rescuers to arrive. Only consider leaving if you run out of essentials or if you face an immediate danger, like a fire or structural collapse. If you need to signal for help, use bright colors, flashlights, or loud noises to attract attention. But before you even think about venturing out, weigh the risks. Exposure to the elements, getting lost, or worsening weather can turn a bad situation into a deadly one very quickly. Sometimes, patience is your greatest form of protection. Trust your judgment, stay calm, and remember, survival often favors those who wait. History is filled with stories of ordinary people surviving extraordinary cold. During the massive 1998 ice storm in North America, families huddled together in single rooms, using mattresses and books to block drafts. In the Texas blackout of 2021, neighbors shared supplies and improvised shelters, proving that resourcefulness and community matter more than gadgets or bravado. Hollywood often shows heroes braving the storm with little more than grit, but real survival is quieter. It's built on preparation, quick thinking, and teamwork. The people who made it through weren't always the strongest, but they were the most adaptable and informed. They knew how to seal a room, how to ration their supplies, and how to stay calm under immense pressure. These lessons remind us that knowledge and readiness are your best defenses against the cold. In the end, survival favors the prepared, not the panicked. The next cold crisis could come without warning. The question is, will you be ready to face the night? Thanks for watching the Tipping Point Files. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content to help you stay prepared. Stay safe out there.